Okay, so are we ready to get started? They've taken the payment on the what's it called? Pro. I don't know what's wrong with CapCut that you would. I don't know what's wrong with CapCut actually. Anyways, let's get started. Okay, good evening, good morning, good afternoon. Depending on where you're joining us from. Today we're going to learn something totally different compared to what we've known all this while. So I've given you the foundations, I've given the fundamentals from class 1 to class 5. This is class 6. So these are six class. So this is week, I think this is week 2. All right, we started like 3 Saturdays ago, and then this is like the third Saturday, and this is week 2 or so. Yeah, week 2 if I'm not mistaken, because this is class 6. All right, so today we'll be learning something new. We'll be learning something new. Today I'll show you how to generate your hook. So your hook can be referred to as the first 10 seconds or 15 seconds of your video. Now, your hook is one of the things that determines if people are actually going to watch your entire video or not, right? For some of us, we just start creating our videos, and from the beginning, it does not captivate the attention of our audience, so they just scroll. Okay, and for some of us, in the videos that we produce, we give out too much information early to the point that the audience will feel like, oh, they already know everything that happened in the story, so what's the essence of them watching it? Okay, imagine you start a story, and in the first 15 minutes, in the first 15 seconds rather, you've already told your audience how the story ended. Nobody is going to watch it again because they already know how it ended. But if you start your story in a way that it makes them it creates suspense, right? It makes them to want to watch. Okay, your first 3 seconds, 15 seconds of your video or 10 seconds of your video is what determines if your audience are actually going to watch to the end of your video. Okay, so now I'm going to highlight some things that we need to include when writing some things we need to include when writing a good story. Okay, I'll write it here as I'm speaking. So just take note that from today henceforth we'll be having what we call structure of a good story, and we are going to be applying this to all our scripts. Whenever we are writing scripts, we are going to be adding these structures. Are we together? Are we together? Okay, now let's proceed. Okay, so in your story, in your story structure, you must have the following things that I'm about to highlight here. In your story structure, you must have number one, you must have your hook, right? Number one, you must have your hook. Number two, you must have a context, the context of your story. Number three, you must have a small twist, right? Number four, you must have a plot twist, right? And number five, you must have a review. Now, when you start your story, this is the beginning part, your first 10 seconds, 3 seconds, or 15 seconds of your video. This is the hook, right? This is the hook of your video. Then you now talk about the context of your video, right? So we are now when we are writing our script, we are going to add small twists. Okay, like how many of you have listened or watched videos that they talked about the hook, they gave like small context about the story, and then I say it was going fine until this happened. Okay, so like let's say you're talking about a family video or like marriage. Okay, a family is you're talking about a story about marriage, and let's say we've talked about our hook, we've given a bit of context. Oh, they were enjoying their family, they got married, and 2 years later they've gotten no issue, like they've gotten no child. All right, so you're adding like a small twist, a small like plot twist. Okay, then later you put in your plot twist. Okay, maybe we are talking like let's say we are talking about a marriage that was going so fine, and all of a sudden the husband got kidnapped. That's like a small twist or like a plot twist that changes the kind of the story. Then at the end we reveal. Okay, also if you are doing documentaries, let's say you're talking about why the United States is the powerful country in the world, is at the end of the video. That's why that's where you answer the question. Okay, let's say your hook is ever wondered let's say your hook for the video is, ever wondered why the United States is the most powerful country in the world? Right? You add your context, add your small twist, your plot twist, then at the end of your video, that's when you now give them the answer to the question that you asked in the beginning. All right? At the end, the reveal is when you are now giving answers to the question that you asked in the beginning. Some videos that we watch, one of the reasons why we watch it is because they ask a question that kind of intrigued us. We want to know, right? You want to know, okay, what happened? Okay, so whether it's storytelling, finance, whatever it is, it's good for you to have a hook. Sometimes, like what we've been doing recently, we just tell ChatGPT write it, but now we're telling ChatGPT add a hook, add context, add small twist, add plot twist, and then add review. Are we together and are we following? I also want to make sure that what I'm saying right now, does it actually make sense to you? I don't just want one person responding to me. So hook is usually in equation form. No, not all the time. It can be in equation form. Your hook is what keeps your, like the name hook is what keeps your audience, right? What gets their attention? What gets their attention? Let's say you are watching a movie. Even in movies, they have hook. Even in movies, especially content, especially like short form and long form videos, they always have hook. There's this guy that I follow online, social ties, is it social teas or something. He creates animation videos like AI animation videos. All his videos, from the first 5 seconds, you'd want to watch to the end because of the hook. Okay, so your hook can be in question form, or your hook can be a fact that people have not actually thought about, right? So it's not every time that it's what's it called? It's a question, okay? And then for this one, I'm going to give you guys a template because you can actually change the template later on. I'm going to give a template because the prompt is very long. It's not something that you might be able to easily memorize. So I'm going to share the prompt on the group today. Okay, so we've talked about the structure of a good story. We have the hook, we have context, we have small twists, we have plot twists, and we have review. All right, so today the first thing we are going to do is how to generate a hook. Okay, or let's just start with the first thing. Let's just start with the first thing. Now let's pause with the hook. Rather, let's keep the hook by its side. Okay, now we want to start creating scripts like like different from how we've been doing before. So before, we just tell ChatGPT, okay, I'm in the health niche, give me 10 videos that I can start creating, give me 10 topics I can start creating videos on. I mentioned I want every single person, whenever I ask a question, I want every single person to respond, but I only had like 3 persons. Is it that some of you join the class and then you keep your phone one side and you come back later to watch the recording? I want the 13 of you to respond to everybody here, the 13 of you that are actively watching here. I want everybody to comment present, every single one of you. I want to be sure that I'm not really wasting my time here and everybody's actually engaged. Every single one of you, I want you to comment present, every single one of you. I want you to comment present. So I've only had like 4 persons. One, two. Yetunde is here. Chris is here. Joe Blue is here. Certified is here. Tutu is here. Morgan is here. Kindness, Jerry, Eddie, Tony, iPhone, Dark Queen. Please, whenever you join my class, make sure you are joining with your name. Make sure that you're joining with your name, not just iPhone or Samsung or whatever. So some persons have not responded. Akin Boali is here. Has Jerry? Okay, Jerry has. Kindness. I've not seen. Are you here, Kindness? I'm not sure. I've seen. Okay, Kindness. I've seen Kindness. Message now. Samuel Felix. Samuel Felix. I've not seen you here. Samuel Felix, are you present? Are you here with us? Okay. Kindness. Today is your first day. Some persons have not actually responded. Okay, let's proceed. So we are going to start creating our script different from how we've been doing before. Now, I want us to start using, I want us to, let me not say start using, we've been using our brains. I want us to continue using our brains. Okay, now, how it works, okay, story idea generation templates for ChatGPT or even Cloud AI. Okay, now, you see in this prompt, I'm going to share it to you. So I say, whenever you see this symbol, insert here. Okay, replace it with your own topic, event, or idea. It can be vague or specific, just something you are curious about or find strange, powerful or emotional. Okay, now for you all, when we want to start creating scripts henceforth, this is how we are going to be thinking. Okay, you copy this prompt and put into ChatGPT. Okay, let's say you say, hey, I've been thinking about this lately. Let's say you've been thinking about, or what you want to create a video on is, let's say, the history of the United States. Okay, states of America. For example, let's say you want to create a video about that, or let's say you want to create um a video about the greatest um let's just say the greatest scam in America. Okay, can just put this. Then you say, can you give me 10 unusual, surprising, or underexplored reason why this happened, existed, became important. Now, the reason why we are doing this is because you see this topic we want to create a video about. Some people might have created videos about it, but we want to create a video. We want to create this video now in a way that people have not actually thought about it before. Let's say we want to talk about 9/11. Maybe there are many videos out there about 9/11, but we're not telling AI, think about this story in a way that people have not actually created videos on. Okay, do you guys understand? Do you understand what I'm trying to communicate to you? Do you understand what I'm trying to communicate with you to you? My first time on Zoom. Okay, now I don't just want us to do it in a generic way that we've been doing it, because guess what, you're not the only one that has access to ChatGPT or Cloud AI. Other people are using it. The other people in your niche, that ChatGPT or Cloud AI might give you similar answer to what is given to them. Do you understand? I also understand that these guys are your competitors. So you want to create videos different from how they've been creating it, or different from how they create it, how they create their own videos. Okay. So now we have a prompt here and we are going to copy it. We use this to create a short video. Okay, say, hey, I've been thinking about this lately. The greatest scam in America. Can you give me 10 unusual, surprising, or underexplored reason why this happened, existed, or became important? Okay, please number them clearly. I'm looking for story angles that most people don't talk about. Do you see this part? That most people don't talk about. So we are not just using the generic way. Do you know that it's easy for me to come to this class, give you guys templates, don't explain, or just explain briefly, give you guys templates, go and do your thing. You will see create videos, but guess what? Your videos are not going to compete globally. I'm trying to teach you in a way that your videos can actually compete globally. And now let me make you understand that what I'm teaching you is not for YouTube alone. I've said this before in my class. When I teach you stuff, it's not just for YouTube alone. Please give me a minute. It's not just for YouTube. I'm smiling. Sorry, guys. Sorry. I just saw something very interesting. Someone just tipped me $100 for a project that we did. And what I'm saying right now is relating to what I was just explaining to you guys. What I'm teaching you is not just for YouTube alone. You can offer this as a service to people globally, not just Nigerians. Recently, after my TikTok live, somebody called me from, he's a Nigerian in Ghana. He wanted me to take care, handle his videos on his YouTube channel. Okay, wanted me to be creating the videos and he's going to pay me for it. There are some of you that you might not be able to get a YouTube channel monetized, for example, right? Because not every single person can get a YouTube channel monetized. There are people that they would have to wait for 6 months, 9 months to get a YouTube channel monetized because they'll make mistakes over and over and over again, despite the things that they've been taught. All right. For some of you, while you're waiting to get your YouTube channel monetized, you can see another person that has a monetized channel and you create videos for them and they pay you for it. You can offer this as service professionally to clients globally. Don't just constrain yourself to YouTube alone, to just create faceless videos for YouTube alone. You can create faceless videos for other people and you get paid. You can also become a tutor like myself. Nobody's buying you from teaching and making money from it. It's knowledge that you have. You can monetize it. All right. Now, so we have a script here say, hey, I've been thinking about this lately, the greatest scam in America. Can you give me 10 unusual, surprising, or underexplored reasons why this happened, existed, became important? Please number them clearly. I'm looking for a story angle. Okay, I'm looking for story angles that most people don't talk about. I'll copy this now and go to ChatGPT or Cloud AI. But you know that we like, let's start with ChatGPT. The way we want to write. If you want to write short form content, it's better to use Cloud AI. So let's just go with ChatGPT for now. So I'm going to paste this in here and just click on send. So today now we are using a template. So here are 10 unusual, surprising, and underexplored angles you can use for the greatest scam in America. Okay, so the first one, the truth experts trap. The scam grew because Americans are culturally conditioned to treat anyone with a clipboard, title, or polished vocabulary as an authority, even when the expert is self-appointed. The loneliness economy, they are sourcing critical thinking. Okay, America's obsession with convenience created society that refers. Okay, marketing that became reality. A system evolved where story beats evidence. If a lie has a golden slogan, a confident narrator, and a clean graphic, millions will treat it as facts. So we can even use this. Okay, we can use this now. Before we use this, we'll go back to my document. I'll show you something. Step two. Okay, I'm going to copy this. I'm going to copy this now. We'll go back and edit it. I'll copy this and paste it in here. Now we like option 4, for example. I think reason number 4. Okay, reason number 4 is really interesting. Can you break down that one reason into 5 short, specific ideas, events, turning points, contradictions, or facts that are shockingly emotional or visually powerful? Keep them tightly related to the reason. Now let's generate. Okay, now it's now giving us here are 5 sharp, visual, emotionally loaded ideas, but directly from reason 4, marketing that became reality. Each one is a moment, a contradiction, or a turning point that shows how branding overtook truth in America. When people sold more, okay, when information, okay, sold more hope than hospitals. Okay, a miracle product for pain relief has sold actual medical treatment simply because it had a soft glow, family, and calming voiceover. All right, so we want to do something that people can actually relate to. So this is based on number 4. Remember that here number 4 says what? Marketing that became a reality. So they are saying here that a system evolved where story beats evidence. If a lie has a good slogan, a confident narrator, and a clean graphic, for example, some of us in Nigeria can relate to this, like in terms of CBEX and all the stuff that happen. When they've been telling lies, but it sounds so good to be true. Like they are making it's a lie, but they've given one good slogan, very good logo. They have a what's it called, a location and all of that. It looks like the truth. Okay, so now they've given us 5 reasons. We can just copy one of these and start making a video out of it. Okay, so unlike before that we just say create a video about the greatest scam in America. Okay, ChatGPT is just going to give us generic prompts or generic scripts rather. Okay, now we've got all of this. I will now show you how we are going to use this to create our story. I'm going to show you how we are going to use all of this that we've gotten on our screen now to create a short story. Today we are going to create a short story. Let's say we want to create a short story for like Google, sorry, not Google, YouTube Shorts. Let's say we want to create YouTube Shorts for the past few sorry, give me a minute. For the past 5 classes, we've been creating long form videos. But today we're actually going to create a short form video. Now let me go back to my document. I'll share this document on the group. Okay, now this is the part where we are going to start by creating a hook first. Okay, we are going to start by creating what creating our hook. I'll copy this first part. I want you to help me create a short dramatic hook for this in this format. For we are going to impute our story. Okay, don't mention names, countries, or places directly. Use words like this man, this woman, this city. Okay, they will copy all of this and add here. I'll share it. Then later you guys can go back to like read every single thing here. Or copy all of this, or copy all of this, then go back to ChatGPT, paste it. Okay. Then now let's go back to the to this top part. We are going to change this part where we say insert topic. So what I'm going to do here is our topic is what? The greatest scam for the greatest, okay, let me put it in here, for the greatest scam in America. Then I'll do this. You see this context that we got, right? The marketing that became a reality. I'll copy that context and put in here, or copy that context and put in here. All right. Then after we are done, I'm going to click on send. Now we are not generating our script. What are we generating? What are we generating? What are we generating, guys? Are you guys not hearing me anymore? The 15, the 14 of you, what are we generating right now? Nobody's commenting. What are we generating right now? We are not generating the story. We are generating the hook first, not the story. What I just told you guys now, that before we create our full story, we have to create our hook first. So what's our hook now? It says this marketer in a crowded city spoke with a velvet voice, shaped stories like weapons, and sold a product that didn't exist. And the world believed the slogan long after the truth died. Okay, so when you say this thing, they're like, okay, what's actually happened? Who is this marketer? They are creating suspense, like they're intrigued, they want to know, right? So this is the first part of our story. Then after this, we'll now start creating our story. Are we together? Are we together? Okay. And are you guys following? Like, are you understanding what I'm saying? If at any point you are confused, kindly do well to ask questions. So I'm sure that we are following. Okay, so we've gotten our hook. This marketer in a crowded city spoke with a velvet voice, shaped stories like weapons, and sold a product that didn't exist. Later on, we are going to create visuals for this. Right now, we've only gotten the narrator's part. Okay. Now, one last thing that we are going to do. Remember, I said this part, I'm going to share them with you guys because the prompts are very long. Now, how to write a short or long story. Okay. Now, write a dramatic short story in this exact format and pacing for the following topic. We are going to put our topic here and our context. Each sentence should be short and cinematic, like subtitles, no long paragraph. Okay. For this, so now we are trying to do a YouTube short for this particular story. Okay, start with the date and place for something like this, then small twist. Remember what I talked about, twist and plots. So first of all, we have a context, right? Start with the date, introduce the character and set up in simple factual lines. Do you see all of this? We'll copy all of this. When I send it to you, you can actually go back to read it. So I'll copy this entire prompt. If for some of you that are, let's say you are a bit let's say you are a bit lazy and you don't want to be thinking how to create a prompt, so this is going to be a context that you can actually use. Okay, I'll copy all of this, go back in here, paste it. What I'm going to take from these other prompts now is going to be just this. Okay, just this part, our topic and the context. Okay, our topic and what, and the context. I'll copy that. Then when it's this place that we say insert topic, I'm going to paste it in here and then click on send. I hope nobody at this point is confused. I hope nobody at this point is confused because we have like an hour to go. I hope no one is confused at this point. If you are, it's better you speak up now because the more you keep quiet, if you keep quiet, you'll be more confused. If you are confused at this point, you better speak up. If not, it will be doing you like the more you look, the less you see. Let's not look like magic to you. So now we've gotten that this part is going to be our hook. This marketer in a crowded market, in a crowded city, spoke with a velvet voice, shape stories like weapons, and sold a product that didn't exist. And the world believed the slogan long after the truth died. Okay, then in our state, it's 1998. This city, a man in a cheap suit films an ad in a rented warehouse. Okay, so this now is just what our character will be saying, what our narrator will be saying. Do you see this? It has 7 parts. So this is going to be very short, like 30 seconds long. 30 seconds short, a bit long, right? So let me see if somebody has a question. We are talking about the storyline, which is the hook. So this is the storyline. Now we've created the storyline. Okay. Remember I said we are doing a short now, but this is the hook. This is the hook, and this is the storyline. Do you understand? This is the hook. This marketer in a crowded city spoke, or we can even remove this part. This marketer spoke with a velvet voice, shaped stories like weapons, and sold a product that didn't exist. And the world believed the slogan long after the truth died. Okay, then this is now our story. So the next thing that we want to do right now is I'll copy all of this or copy this. Let's go back to our document here. I'll come down here. Sorry. So let me just come down here and write our first short video. Okay, I'll post, then I'll do this hook. I'll paste this. Okay, they'll come down here and then I write story. We'll go back to ChatGPT. We'll go back to ChatGPT and then copy all of this. Copy all of this. This is going to be a very short story. I can even take this out and then paste this. Okay, so let me just take out this context and all of that because I want to copy this in and put inside of 11 Lab for it to start creating our voiceover for us. And you see this particular thing, we can either use Kling AI to generate this as realistic videos, or we can use Midjourney and Grok to animate it. Are we together? We can even use Grok to animate all of this. Now we have this as our voiceover lines. I'll copy this. This is our story. I'll copy this, and then we'll go to 11 Lab. Go to 11 Lab. Remember, I already have a custom voiceover. We are just going to use that custom voiceover. Today, we are not going to create any new voiceover. We'll just use the custom voiceover that I've already created here. I hope we are following. The 12 of you, I want the 12 of you to respond. Are we following? The 12 of you, I want the 12 of you to comment. I need to see 12 comments, not just one or three. I have seen 6 comments so far. I want to see 12 comments here from 12 different people. 7. Where are the rest? 8. Where are the rest? Where are the rest? Where are the rest? We have how many more persons to go? Like 5 more persons to go. Where are the 5 of you? Did you keep your phone somewhere? Please, I don't want anybody to drag me online that I did not teach. I've been teaching. If you drag me online that I'm not teaching, I will drag you to and say that you are not in class. And the rest of us will follow and drag you to that you are not in class or you are not following. 10 persons, 2 more persons, where are you? The 2 persons that are left, where are you? 1 more person. Before we proceed, that person must respond. Where is the last person? Let's give that person 30 seconds. Where is that person? Where is the last person? Who hasn't responded? Who hasn't responded yet? That person is not with their phone. They just joined in and left it. Anyways, let's proceed. Now we have this. I'll go back to Mr. Scott and click on generate. This one is not going to take so much time. It will be
This
out.
marketer, in a crowded city, spoke with a velvet voice, shaped stories like weapons, and sold a product that didn't exist, and the world believed the slogan long after the truth died. It's 1998, this city. A man in a cheap suit films an ad in a rented warehouse.
So this is like 1 minute long. Okay, I'm going to download my voiceover. Now we are going to go back to what's it called now? We are going to go back to ChatGPT to make our prompt, our visual prompt. We'll copy this our story. Go back to ChatGPT, paste it, and say we paste it and say create. Okay, let me go back here. I'll just come down here and say create visual prompts. Create visual prompts for each, or you can say for all the shots slash scenes in this story. Okay, make sure the art styles are consistent in all prompts. Okay, so I can also say this should be in a 2.5D 2.5D animation style. If I also want to be in a realistic style too, we can also do that. Okay, this should be in a 2.5D animation style. They'll click on send. So we realize that one person is not here. They kept their phone and they went away. Sir, please, using Claved AI is going to be better for finding the story. Okay, somebody. So there are different stuff that you can actually use. We use Cloud AI sometimes. We can use ChatGPT. We can even use Grok. All right. So now this is what we have. We have how many prompts? We have about 25 prompts. That's 25 clips. All right. So the first one was cinematic, arcane style, charismatic, marketer standing in a neon lit. So now we've gotten all of this. We can just copy this directly into Kling AI or Midjourney. But because I want us to, it's a short video, I want us to use Midjourney. I want us to use Midjourney to generate our images first. I want us to use Midjourney to generate our images first. But first of all, what I want to do is I'm going to lock in the art style that I want in Midjourney. I'll lock it here. Oh, sorry, I made a mistake. I'm not supposed to use not this part. I'm supposed to put them as reference. Okay, come to style reference and put them in here and lock it. Okay, I'll just paste my first prompt here. Send. Go back to ChatGPT. Copy my second prompt till we get to the last prompt. So right now, what are we creating? We're only creating images. Then we are going to use Grok to animate them. We are going to use Grok to animate them. Okay, someone is asking a question. Can I lock in this art style? No, you can't do that in Kling AI. So that's the reason why we try out different AI tools. Midjourney allows you to create consistent art styles compared to what's it called? Kling AI. Compared to Kling AI. Okay. If you put 2.5D, Kling AI will try to create 2.5D animation, but the art style might not be consistent. Okay, so right now I just want us to copy all of them and then proceed to check them later on. But let's even check if there's anyone that is ready. Do you see this? But I wonder why arcane style charismatic marketer, neon lights in crowded marketplace. So this does not fit what I want. Do you know why? I think he's doing all of this, he's doing all this gangster style because I added some kind of gangster kind of art style here. Do you see that? I like the design, but this particular one is showing like gangster stuff. That's not what I want. Okay, that's not what I want. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to discard all of them. I might discard all of them, or maybe just a few. Maybe just a few. So what I'm going to do is, let me see, someone have a question. But why not 3D? We can do 3D, whatever art style we want to. We just chose 2D. Okay, we can actually choose 3D or even realistic. Okay, and now let's say for example we take out these art styles. Let's take out the art styles and try to recreate without the art style locked in. Let's see the result. That I don't like this art style, that's why I'm abandoning it. Not like I like the art style, but I don't like the fact that here they're making these guys look like gangsters. That's not the aim of my story. Okay, we're not just creating because we want to create. It's giving a gangster vibe. Yes, yes, yes. That's not what we want. Okay, there are people that will just say, let's just use it. But no, that's not what we want. That's not what we want. Okay. So now this is still giving us gangster vibe again. Is it because we have arcane style? Now let's go back. Everything that boils down to our prompts. Okay, everything boils down to our prompts. Our prompt is not giving us gangster vibe. That's not what we want. So I'm going to go back and tell AI the prompts are giving gangster vibe and art style. I want to change. I want you to change that. My story focuses or focus on something, um on a story that happened in the 1990s. So make sure the visual prompts reflect that. So you see the reason why most times I say let's not stick to templates, so that if you get a result that you don't like, you can creatively fix it by yourself. Maybe that's how they dress in that time. No, that's not how they dress. You in your head, you need to even know what the story is like, so that you don't share false information. Remember that right now we are trying to educate people. So make sure that you don't share false information. So you have to do your own research. Okay, let's copy this one now and see what it gives to us. So this one is still almost giving that gangster kind of vibe. Only this part that is a bit okay. So let me send this and see what it gives us. So there are times that the result that you get is not exactly what you want. You have to make sure that you retweak it until you get what you want. Are we together? Don't just take what AI gave to you. I feel like right now it's about to give us one kind of art style that I don't understand. Okay, it's going to give us some art styles for us to choose. Okay, it has given us some art styles here that I don't quite understand. This one is a bit okay. 2.5D animation, 1990 streets, muted colors, busy pedestrian, yellowish. So now let's also do something new, something similar to what we've been doing. I'm going to copy the same prompts and then include this art style 1, 2, and 3, and lock it in and then send. Let's see the results that we are going to get. I like this one, but I want to see if we can get something colorful, more colorful. Are we together? I want to see if we can get something more colorful. Do you see what it's giving us? This is supposed to be a guy. Now, do you see the issue with Midjourney? This was supposed to. Why is it not showing? Let me refresh. This was supposed to be a guy, but all of a sudden, is now animating them as ladies. Do you see the issue with AI right now? Do you see the issue that Midjourney is giving to us right now? It's doing something totally different. It's now giving us like black guys, which is not what we have in our prompt. 2.5D animation, 1990 streets, muted colors, busy pedestrian, soft yellowish daylight, marketer with a. Okay, he did not specify. Okay, so I can come in here and then specify. Okay, um, male. Okay, I cannot say American male marketer with a friendly smile. Okay, let me click on send now. So that simple line that we change is going to change everything. That simple line now that we change. Remember this one, we just said marketer with a friendly smile. It did not specify. Okay, so sorry, here we did not add this art style. Let's add that art style back. Maybe I'll just choose one art style, just this one, lock it, and then click on send. So even this one is giving us something similar to what we had here, and we can still use it. Let's say we want our animation to be like this. I can just save this. If I want all the videos or all the images that will be generating to look like this art style, all I have to do is to click on save here and then use this art style to make all the other videos that we are doing. Or even if it is particular, I will just click on save. And all the videos I will do is going to be in this art style. So let's wait to see what this one turns out to be. Let's wait to see what this turns out to be. Okay, this is not, is in a crowded place. Okay, this is a crowded place too. So we can still use this. I think I prefer this one. Any of this. I think I prefer this one. I'll just click here to save image. Okay, and I'm still going to add it as reference so that all my other images will be similar to this. I will add both of them as reference. Okay, so now this for shot one. We'll go to shot two, copy, and then come in here to paste. So right now what we are trying to do is we are trying to create images. We'll save some of these images and animate them with Grok. Are we together? Are we together? So let's just be pasting our prompt inside of this. I want all of you to respond. Every single person here. If you are following, do well to respond. Every single one of us. If you have questions, to do well to ask. It's better you ask now than when we've gone, deep in this. Let me check. Um, okay, there's no question yet. If you have any question, do well to ask on time. It's better you ask questions than for you to assume that you understand. Because you can nod your head now in class, and then when it's time for you to do it yourself, you realize that it's doing you. The more you look, the less you see. I don't want that to be your case. Okay. Okay. So this is prompt 10. We're just copying them one after the other, pasting one after the other. I think we have up to 20 something prompts. So that means you are going to get 20 something clips in total. So there are some of you that you might just want to create short form. You might have a channel where you're only posting YouTube shorts. That's possible. But then if you are doing YouTube shorts, you are going to do almost double work, and you're not going to be earning as much as somebody that is doing um long form content. But most times YouTube shorts goes viral. Can do one YouTube short that can get 50,000 views quickly compared to a long form video. All right. Okay, let's proceed. Let me check someone's message. Okay, there's no question yet. And please, I'm going to give you guys from today till Wednesday to recreate what we did in class today. I would want every one of you to recreate, all the students, the 40 or 40 plus of you, to do what we've done today. I need every one of you to do it, to reproduce what we are going to do in class. Can we use different art styles? Yes. In one story, no. That doesn't make sense. Every animation you watch, they have consistent art style. Imagine you have 2D and you have 3D and all of that. No, 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 no. It doesn't really, it's not, I'm not sure it's going to be visually appealing. Okay, so right now we're just copying, turning to images, then we'll go back. Somebody asked recently that why can't we just impute all of this in Grok and see what Grok will give to us? Well, we are also going to practically check that out today. But I tried it and I saw that Grok was not giving me consistent results. Now let's go back to the very beginning to see what AI has given to us. I see for this particular scene, I think I like this guy, so I'll just click on save for him. We'll go back this other scene. Um, let's see. Okay, I think I like this other scene. I think I like this one. And boss, please, I want to see the prompt you use to create the prompt for the image generation. All of that will be shared. All of that will be shared. Okay, we've saved this other one. Warehouse in interior cheap floodlight, and camcorder. I think I would just want to save this image. You're just saving one from each of these. Okay. 2D animation 1990 office, Chucky. I think I want this. I want save software for players, paper scattered all around. Okay. So these are the parts now. 1990 streets, Brighton printed posters, tapes everywhere. I might want to download this, for example. Okay. Then come to this other part and choose maybe this one. Come to this other part, we choose, we save this one. I'm just going to choose all of them as images, then we'll go back to Grok to animate them. Commuters on 1990 bus and subway staring at posters. Okay, we can use this other image. Then this other part too, we just save one. Right now, all this thing does not make sense. Wait until we add everything together. That's when it's actually going to make much sense to us. We'll just be saving one from each. So when you generate, it gives you 4 options to choose one. We're already familiar with that. So please remind me after the class. I need to share the prompt with you guys. So these other parts will just choose this house. This part we choose this. Here we choose this. Save this. Here now we choose this. I think I like this one. Can go with this one. Yes, there are about 20 scenes here that we are choosing from. Okay. Okay. I think this is the end. Style portrait, man seated in a plane. Okay. So now we have about 20 clips. We'll now go to 20 images that we want to animate. We'll go to grok.com. Go to grok.com, come to imagine, and then come in here and just start pasting them one after the other. Let's start from the very first one. I think this one is the first one. Let me drag this up here. We just import it in, and then it's going to start animating. Okay, the video is being animated. Okay, do you see that this part has been animated now? So we can even adjust this and say animate him speaking with passion and looking around as he speaks. Okay, we can just now one of the things I like about Grok AI is that if you give it a picture, it just animates it automatically. So even those images that we have in what's it called now? Here, if I want to animate them, I can just be clicking them one after the other, the one that I like, and to be animating them. But you guys know why we don't animate anymore with with Midjourney, because Midjourney takes so much units. It's going to make you spend so much money. That's why personally I stopped using it to animate. But the result too is nice. So I'll just be clicking them one after the other. At the end of the day, it's going to animate them. Okay. So we'll show you the results after now. But for me, I don't want to be using this. Let's go back to the top here. Okay, let me see. Someone asked a question. Can I download my text to speech if I'm using a free plan in Levels Lab? No. I'm not sure. I doubt. Okay, this one is almost ready. Once it's ready, we'll show you what the animation is. Then we'll go back to Grok. We'll go back to Grok. Okay, do you see how Grok animated them? It gave us two options. Do you see this? Now it's the one animating this automatically. Let's go back to Grok. So do you see what we have here? Do you see how as we adjusted this guy, how he's now, what did I say? I say animate him speaking with passion and looking around as he speaks. Do you see this? But okay, let me animate him. Let's say what's called moving his mouth as though he is speaking, with passion. Let's go back and see. Now in Midjourney, you don't have that luxury of editing this thing over and over again as you like, because the more you edit, the more they are charging you. But on Grok is different. You just do your subscription. They don't give you units. Okay, they don't give. So this is the first one that we got. This is the second one. So let's see the third one. This is the third one. Do you see that? Do you see that even in this part, we can even use this to make our video long? Do you see how he's not turning and looking everywhere like after he's done talking? Do you see this? Though they did animate his mouth moving as though he's talking. Do you see this? Even the shadow on his clothes. Okay. Now this is the first one that we have here. We've even gotten like three scripts, three parts that we can use for our hook, isn't it? So let's go back to scene 2. Scene 2 is this other place. Once it's done uploading, we'll go back here, import another one, import another scene. Let's go back. This is scene 3. Once scene 3 is done, we'll go back and import more scenes. And the standard timer to it has, I think it animates for like 6 seconds. I'm not sure it animates more than 5 to 6 seconds. That's for Grok. Other tools might be able to do up to 10 seconds, but Grok animates for like 5 to 6 seconds maximum, right? Which is better, Grok or Midjourney? Midjourney is good, but it has its downside. If you have enough money to spend, Midjourney is your go-to guy. If you have enough money to spend every month, like in 1 month, I had spent more than $100 on Midjourney. So right now, what I use Midjourney to do is to generate pictures. To generate what? Pictures. Can you also use Grok to generate pictures? Yes, but then Midjourney is good at generating pictures, like high quality pictures like this, compared to Grok at this point in time. Okay, so do you see we've animated this? Let's go back here and see this part. Do you see this? Light is even flashing inside this place. Okay, this other part. Do you see this? Midjourney, what's called Grok is good at animating too. And this I don't even understand why the guy is like that, because we didn't give it a prompt. So I can also say animate them looking at the poster happily. Okay, let me just do this, and then it's going to change the entire animation. So there are times that if it doesn't give you what you want, you go back to change the prompt. Are we together? Are we together? Can you bring in any live picture and animate it in Grok? That's a totally different thing, right? You can actually. Okay, we'll just be importing these guys one after the other, and when we are done, we are going to, yeah. Okay, we're following. All right, so let's just be importing them, and then we'll do post production. We're going to, our class usually for 1 hour 30 minutes. You have like 30 something minutes to go. So where are we? Okay, we're going to bring this. So we already have this. That part that we see they should look at this thing. They should look at the posters. So let's see. Do you see this? This is better than what we had earlier. Do you see this? So the other one, it as though the guy was sad. But based on the story, they were happy at first. Like the people that were reading the posters and the rest. We are following, right? So remember that I'm giving you an assignment that every single one of you, every one of you, there are about 40 something persons in this group. every one of you. I understand why some people cannot be here. Is because some of them their job, um they work late. Okay, so they have to go back to watch the videos. I've even been checking the views on YouTube. It's not as much as. Okay, apologies. I had a network outage. Anyways, we're back now. Okay, so I'm going to restart this particular part. I think we've already animated this. This has already been animated. This is okay. Okay. So we have, let's see how many scenes that we have here that have been animated. We have, I think this scene too has been animated. Okay. So we're just going to continue from where we stopped. Give me a minute. I want to connect to a more stable internet. Okay. So I think this has been animated. So let's go back to we have some scenes here. We have one, two, three, four, five. We have about 10 scenes. Let's go back to bring in the rest. Stop at this part where we have this man's face. Let's go down. So this is the next scene. I'll just import. Once it's done importing in here, I'm going to go back to do another one, right? Until we get to the end. There, we are going to do our post-production. Remember, we have our voiceover already. Remember that we've already created our voiceover. I think there's an issue. So I'm just going to refresh. There's an issue in the last upload. So I'm just going to refresh. Come down here, put this, and then it's going to animate this. Okay. Once it's done, I just want to be importing more until we get to the last one. Okay, does someone have a question? Boss, hope this video will be available on YouTube later. Yes, it will just be uploading. So all our classes, we post it on YouTube for you guys to go back to rewatch. So the last thing I said was I've been seeing the analytics. Most of you don't go back to watch the videos. So what that tells me is that most of you are not learning, like you are not practicing. Some people don't go back to watch the videos to the end to practice. So I begin to wonder, why did you sign up for the class if you are not going to be part of the class? Do you just want to dash me money or what? Or did you just join the class because of the fear of missing out? Or this what's trending, let me learn it. Even if it's what is trending that you want to learn, you should actually put in the work, right? Not just to join a class and then not learn anything. You would have used that money to do data subscription or something else. Okay, let's just proceed with generating our images. So I think one of the things about Grok is that it senses what is happening in the picture and then it animates it. We've gotten all this point. I think this is the next one that we need to animate. It senses what is happening. Do you see this part where they are carrying papers? It just automatically animates them carrying the papers. So for some people, they would not even know that Grok was the one that animated this. Grok is the one that is animating all of these things, and we can go back to edit any of them that we want. So let's go back here. What? Okay, this is the next. We have just five more, I think so, before we finish up. Then once we are done, the next thing we are going to do is we are going to download all of them and start animating. And started not animating, rather we've animated them. We'll download them and we'll start doing post-production with sound effects. That's when we actually bring our video to life. What we are doing right now is just gathering assets. Okay, this is the last one. I think. I think that's the last one. Let's check if there's another one. Let's check if there's another one. There's no other one. Okay, that's the last. Okay. So why these last ones are, I think this one too has been generated. This one has been animated. Do you see the camera movement? Hey, no, 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 no. Animate the medicine bottle bottle still on the table. Okay, so I want to make sure that there's no way that these medicines will fall out from this thing. Okay, so we are adjusting it. What I mean is my network log, so you can always go back to watch the video. Always go back to watch the video. So we have this guy already animated. So we are trying to readjust this. I wonder what a hand is doing here. Like, why will a hand even be here? Is it possible? But anyways, we'll leave it at that. So let's go back and start downloading our clips. This is our first clip. We'll go back to this first one and click on download here. We can still come to this other one too and click on download. Alright, we go back to our second one, click on download. This is just a basic street where cars are passing. Come to this other one to click on download. We'll do the same for all our scenes. We'll do the same for all our scenes. This other part is this man that is a salesman. You download this too. Go back here, download this. Here to going to download this. What again? Okay, this other scene. One after the other, we'll download all of them. Okay, so same as this part too. But this guy kind of, anyways, it's AI video. But I love how Grok is animating them. So we can also do realistic animations with this. Why are those stuff moving? Let me just say everything in the shot should not move. Only the camera, only the camera should zoom in. Okay, let's try to edit this while we proceed with this other part. While we proceed with this other part. Okay. I'm going to come to equations very soon. Let me just download some of these parts. Let's just download this part. We might not use it later on. I feel like so. Okay, I think we have questions. Grok is the best. Is it the best? I'm not sure. We can't say that until we try another one. Okay, now we've gotten our audio. We'll now go to CapCut. We've gotten our audio, we've gotten our visual clips. Let's go to CapCut and import everything. We've gotten them all. Let's go to CapCut and import everything. Okay, I'm going to create a new project here. After we do that, we'll come in here. These are our clips, isn't it? Where did we start from? This one. We click on imports. We have about 25 clips. Then we'll go back here and select this audio. These are audio. So let's listen to our audio.
This marketer, in a crowded city, spoke with a velvet voice, shaped stories like weapons, and sold a product that didn't exist.
So now Another thing that we have to do is let's go back to look for those are sound effects that we've downloaded before. Do you think with this I can create a full anime video like One Piece, for example? It boils down to your prompting. Your prompt is going to be totally different from what you have here if you want to create a video like that. So it still boils down to you. This might not be the only tool that you might have to use. You might have to use Google Wix, right? Google Labs. So don't just limit yourself to these tools. Is it mandatory to script should match with each clip? Not really. So now let's do something here. So now, okay, now, so see, listen to the audio.
This marketer, in a crowded city, spoke with a velvet voice, shaped stories like weapons, and sold a product that didn't exist. And the world believed the slogan long after the truth died.
And okay, so now I'm going to, so watch.
This
We'll now start adding our sound effects here. Okay, we are going to reduce the volume for this. So, but listen to it now.
This marketer, in a crowded city, spoke with a velvet voice, shaped stories like weapons, and sold a product that didn't exist.
That didn't exist. Okay. Then this part, there's a sound effect that I want to use. This. So listen.
Velvet voice, shaped stories like weapons, and sold a product that didn't exist. And the world believed the slogan long after the truth died.
Long after the truth died. So there's this particular sound effect that we use here. So watch.
Like weapons, and sold a product that didn't exist, and the world believed the slogan long after the truth died.
Long after the truth died. Okay, so again, I'm just going to make my screen to be a bit dark. So watch.
This
Listen
marketer,
to the
in a
voiceover
crowded
now.
city, spoke with a velvet voice, shaped stories like weapons, and sold a product that didn't exist, and the world believed the slogan long after the truth died. It's 1998. This
So
city.
now somebody's asking, what about? You can use multiple voiceovers. It depends on what you want to achieve. If you want multiple voiceovers, you have to do edits with multiple voiceovers here. If you want to use multiple voiceovers, that's your this is that's like when you have dialogue in your animation. Okay, you can do that.
This marketer,
Or in
in
your video, not just animation, your
a
video.
crowded city, spoke.
So now, so this is it. Okay, so what we have to do now, we will start bringing in our clips here. Start bringing our clips here.
This
to see.
marketer, in a crowded city, spoke with a velvet voice, shaped stories like weapons, and sold a product that.
Not this part. I want to add. I want to add him like gesticulating. Let's see. Let's go back and animate him gesticulating. Let's go back and animate him gesticulating. I want to go back. As he speaks with passion. Okay. I want him to be. I want him to be like talking very fast. That's what I want to use in this first part. I don't just want it to be a regular something that the visual is not that appealing. This one, the visual is fine. What we have right now is fine, but I want
This
it better.
marketer, in a crowded city, spoke with a velvet voice.
So I can even make this a bit faster. Let's see. Let's see what gives us. Let me drag this here. I'm not increasing. I'm not reducing the speed.
This marketer,
Or
in a
increasing
crowded
the
city,
speed.
spoke with a velvet voice, shaped stories like weapons,
So here
and
now,
sold a product that didn't exist.
that and sold a product that didn't exist. Okay, let me bring this down to this point. Okay, or let's keep it here. So
This
see,
marketer, in a crowded city, spoke with a velvet voice, shaped stories.
then these are that parts now. I'm just going to add a bit of transition here. Let's say overlay black to so see.
This marketer, in a crowded city, spoke with a velvet voice, shaped stories like weapons, and sold a product that didn't exist, and the world believed the slogan long after the truth died. It's 19.
So this other part is 19 something something. So I'm just going to bring this other part again to see. Watch.
A product that didn't exist, and the world believed the slogan long after the truth died. It's 1998. This
Is 1998. Okay. So now we are going to start with this other clip. I'll turn this off. Start with this other clip that has like a city here. So watch.
Truth died. It's 1998. This city. A man in a cheap suit films an ad in a rental.
Films and ad. Okay. A man in a versus films and ad. So I'll just put this here. When we didn't show the man in the red.
It's 1998. This city. A man in a cheap suit films an ad in a rented warehouse. A woman designs a logo that in a rented
Okay.
warehouse.
Then they say woman designs a logo. So watch.
98. This city. A man in a cheap suit films an ad in a rented warehouse. A woman designs a logo that looks cleaner than the product it represents. People line up for promises.
People line up for promises. So let me use this part. For example,
It's 1998. This city. A man in a cheap suit films an ad in a rented warehouse. A woman designs a logo that looks cleaner than the product it represents. People line up for promises printed in bold colors. Even skeptics buy too, because everyone believed
because everyone believed. So we can also add this other part here.
a good slogan more than a good truth. And for a while,
Okay, so these are the parts where we have so much space. I don't want that.
and for a while,
Same here. I'm going to remove all this dead space. Some people don't edit their voiceover, so it makes their video to be whack. So make sure
it
that
worked.
so make sure you edit your audio. So I'm doing Control B, and then I'm cutting out all this dead space. Dead space are like the free spaces there.
I
So
too,
watch.
because everyone believed a good slogan more than a good truth. And for a while, it worked.
Okay, so these are the parts where I think I can bring in these other parts where we have this man here.
And for a while, it worked. The ads spread faster than questions. Sales climbed. Faster
Okay,
than questions.
sales climbed. There's a part where we had these parts. So let me
Everyone
see.
believed a good slogan more than a good truth. And for a while, it worked. The ads spread faster.
So the ad spread faster. There's this part where we have like this TV here. I can just bring it and put it inside of here and change it. So see,
For a while, it worked. The ads spread faster than questions. Sales climbed. The lie felt real. Then the first complaint went public.
then the first complaint went public. Let's see which other parts that we have that okay, let me use this part.
Then the second. Investigators demanded evidence the man never had. The team fractured.
Okay. The man never had the team fractured. Um let's use this part. Okay, there's a part that they have a team, so this part here, we'll add it.
The team fractured. The brand collapsed in a single broadcast.
The brand
The brand collapsed in a single broadcast.
Okay, hold on. I think not this one. Not this one. We are going to change this part now. I'll bring it to this other side. When they say the brand
The
collapsed,
brand collapsed in a.
the brand collapsed. So hold on.
The first complaint went public. Then
Let me
the
put this there.
second. Investigators demanded evidence the man never had. Then the second.
Then the second, hold on.
Then the first complaint went public. Then the second. Investigators demanded evidence the man never had. The team fractured.
Okay, the team fractured. I think this is the part where I just want the team.
It went
I want to
public.
change this other
Then
part
the
to
second.
something different.
Investigators demanded evidence.
Investigators demanded evidence. I think I just want to put this here. So watch.
Then the second. Investigators demanded evidence the man never had. The team.
Okay, I'll bring this here and bring it down. So this point, so see.
Then the second. Investigators demanded evidence.
So this part too, there's so much dead space, which I don't like, so I'm going to edit it.
Investigators demanded evidence the man never had. The team fractured.
That the man never had, and the team fractured, okay?
The team fractured.
So this part, I'll just edit it a bit, put this here.
The brand collapsed in a single broadcast.
in a single broadcast. So here I'll bring this here. Let's see.
Asked, and he vanished from the city overnight. Just in
I'll bring this
a
here.
single broadcast.
Bring this here. Edit it a bit to
Just
match
in a
what I
single
want.
broadcast, and he vanished from the city overnight.
And he vanished from the city overnight. Okay. So we are still going to do
And
our voice
collapsed in a
sound
single
effects
broadcast, and he vanished from the city overnight.
from the city overnight. So here the city we just go
He
back.
hid in a small town.
He hid in a small town.
Printed new labels.
So printed new labels. So let's go back to like maybe use this scene.
Printed new labels. Filmed new ads with a brighter narrator. Rebuilt a
Okay, this other part. So all these dead space, I don't want them because they make your video boring. So I'm going to remove them.
ads with a brighter narrator. Rebuilt a following from the shadows.
We built a film from
And one night,
shadow and one night. Okay. So this other part now I can just extend it a bit till this point. Okay. Do you see the dead space that we have here? If you leave it, where your audience gets to this point, because they have short attention span most times, they'll feel like there's nothing again for them to watch. They'll just go to a different video. Okay.
filmed new ads with a brighter narrator.
Are
Rebuilt
we
a following
following?
from the shadows. And one night, he relaunched everything under a new name.
And 190 relaunched everything under a new name. Let me put something like this here.
The world bought it again. No one knows how the truth stayed buried.
Okay. I think there's a dead space
Name.
again. Take this out. We'll take this out.
The
Bring
world bought it again.
take this out. Bring
No
this.
one knows how the truth stayed buried. But
No one knows how the truth stayed buried. Are we following? Only two persons are. Is it only two persons that are following? Is it only two persons out of all of us that are following?
one thing was clear.
But one thing was clear. So do you see I'm editing my audio to make sure that there's
The
no
brand
much.
survived the evidence.
The brand survived the evidence. Okay. I bring this all down here.
And the man who did it
So do you see why the video stops? It's going to be like 1 minute long in total. 1 minute and few seconds long. I hope we are all following. Not just a few people, not just a few
stayed
persons.
buried. But one thing was clear.
But one thing was clear. So I'll use this scene for example.
The brand survived the evidence. And the man who did it was the architect of the greatest scam in America.
So let's see. So there are more scenes here. So
No
let
one
me see.
knows how the truth stayed buried. But one thing was clear. The brand survived the evidence.
The brand survived the evidence. So here I'll just cut this. Bring this other scene that we have in here. Put it in here. So watch.
Buried. But one thing was clear. The brand survived the evidence. And the man who did it was the architect of the greatest.
So let me bring this here. So we even still have more scenes that we had not done. Wow. We have more scenes that we had not done. Something like this. So watch.
From the shadows. And one night, he relaunched everything under a new name. The world bought it again.
He relaunched everything under a new name. So this other part that we have here, I'm going to bring it, put it in here. Okay, so watch.
Relaunched everything under a new name. The world bought it.
The word bought it again. So in here, I'll cut this, bring these other parts where they are sharing on.
The
Okay.
world bought it again. No one knows how the truth stayed buried. But one thing was clear.
No one knows how, but one thing was clear. So this other part, I can bring in these people smiling in here.
But one thing was clear. The brand survived the evidence. And the man who did it was the
And the man who did it, let's bring that part of him walking. Okay.
architect of the
Okay.
greatest scam in. And the man who did it was the architect of the
Was the architect of the greatest. So let's bring this part and put it in here.
greatest scam in America.
Okay, cut this out. Now
This
let's go back.
marketer, in a crowded city, spoke with a velvet voice, shaped stories like weapons, and sold a product that didn't exist, and the world believed the slogan long after the truth died. It's 1998, this city. A man in a cheap suit films an ad in a rented warehouse. A woman designs a logo that looks cleaner than the product it represents. People line up for promises.
Let me see this part.
Oh no, it's
Okay, so we still have more scenes here that we are not even used. So let's go back.
This marketer, in a crowded city, spoke with a velvet voice, shaped stories like weapons, and sold a product that
I think somebody has a question. What about using multiple voice? Okay, I've answered that. So when are we why we are generating the prompt video? Is there a means we keep them according so it will be easy to link them up in CapCut? Yes, depending on how you download them.
sold a product that
But
didn't
sometimes
exist,
it
and
doesn't
the
give
world
you
believed the
orderly.
slogan long
But if you want to be orderly, you can also change your prompt and tell ChatGPT that make sure the scripts are orderly.
after the
But
truth
most times it creates it for you orderly format.
died. It's 1998, this city. A man in a cheap suit films an ad in a rented warehouse. A woman designs a logo that looks cleaner than the product it represents. People line up for promises printed in bold colors. Even skeptics buy too, because everyone believed a good slogan more than a good truth. And for a while, it worked.
And for a while it
And for a
worked.
while, it worked. The ads spread faster than questions. Sales climbed. The lie felt real. Then the first complaint went public. Then the second. Investigators demanded evidence the man never had. The team fractured. The brand collapsed in a single broadcast, and he vanished from the city overnight.
In the city,
In a single broadcast,
let
investigators
me see.
demanded evidence the man never had. The team fractured. The brand collapsed.
The brand collapsed. So there's a scene that we have in here of him and this lady. So I'm just going to copy it and put in here. Oh, sorry, I'll take this out. Where is it? This one. I'll just drag it and put in here the second half. So watch.
The team fractured. The brand collapsed in a single broadcast,
You need that part. Let me see if I can drag it. Okay.
and he vanished from the city overnight. He hid in a small town,
So and he vanished from the city overnight. So I'm going
and
to
he
bring our
vanished
sound
from the
effects
city overnight.
here.
He hid in a small town, printed new labels,
Okay, he hid in a small town. I think I can bring this here. Add this here, this small town where we have this house.
filmed overnight. He hid in a small town, printed new labels, filmed new ads with a brighter narrator.
He filmed new ad with a brighter narrator. Let's look for a place, a way to bring in like he filmed new ad. Um, so we can put this in here. He filmed new ad. I'll drag this a bit out. So watch.
Town, printed new labels, filmed new ads with a brighter narrator, rebuilt a following from the shadows. And one night, he relaunched everything under a new name. The world bought it again. No one knows how the truth stayed buried.
The world bought it
The
again.
world bought
The world bought it
it
again.
again. No one knows how the
The world bought it again. Let's look. There's a scene that I saw. Okay, the world bought it again. I'll put this part where this man is happy. Okay, let's do this.
under a
So
new
watch.
name. The world bought it again. No one knows how the truth stayed buried. But one thing was clear. The brand survived the evidence. And the man who did it was the architect of the greatest scam in America. This marketer, in a crowded city, spoke with a velvet voice, shaped stories like weapons, and sold a product that didn't exist, and the world believed the slogan long after the truth died. It's 1990.
Okay, so we have that part. So these are the impacts and this sound effect. I'm just going to reduce their sound a bit.
Long after the truth died. It's 1998, this city. A man in a cheap suit films an ad in a rented warehouse. A woman designs
So the last thing we're going to do is I'm going to bring back that our drone sound effects. Okay, I'm going to go back to bring our drone sound effects. Just search for drone sound effects. No, not sound effects. Drone background music. What am I typing? Background music. Okay. Wow, it's even 9 already. Jeez. Okay, let's see. Let's get back to, okay, let's see. Not this one. Let me see this one. Emotional. Can download this. Okay, let's go back to our editing platform and paste our sound effects, not sound effects, our background music rather. Let's go back to paste our background music. We have this.
This
Reduce.
marketer, in a crowded city, spoke with a velvet voice, shaped stories like weapons, and sold a product that didn't exist, and the world believed the slogan long after the truth died. It's 1998, this city. A man in a cheap suit films an ad in a rented warehouse. A woman
Not sure. No, I'm not sure I want this one.
long after the truth died.
After that, I'll just add this.
It's 1998, this city. A man in a cheap suit films an ad in a rented warehouse. A woman designs a logo that looks cleaner than the product it represents. People line up for promises printed in bold colors. Even skeptics buy too, because everyone believed a good slogan more than a good truth. And for a while, it worked.
So for a while it worked. Then here I will add my sound effect
The
again.
ad spread faster than questions. Sales climbed. The lie felt real. Then the first complaint went public. Then the second. Investigators demanded evidence the man never had. The team fractured. The brand collapsed in a single broadcast, and he vanished from the city overnight.
Qualitative.
He hid in a small town, printed new labels, filmed new ads with a brighter narrator, rebuilt a following from the shadows, and one night he relaunched everything under a new name.
Under a
The
new.
world bought it again.
Okay.
No one knows how the truth stayed buried, but one thing was clear. The brand survived the evidence, and the man who did it was the architect of the greatest scam in America.
Okay. So this is how these parts can even end. Okay. I'm just going to add a bit of fade here to my background music. So the last thing we are going to do is to add our text, our caption. Last thing we are going to do is to add our caption. Imagine one of my students is saying, I told him our class is tomorrow. He said, Olamide concert today tomorrow. Just imagine. He's choosing a concert over his class. Well, it's his money. He has his choice. So let's choose a particular
This
art style.
marketer,
Okay,
in a
so see,
crowded
this is
city,
what we have now. Let's go
This
back.
marketer, in a crowded city, spoke with a velvet voice, shaped stories like weapons, and sold a product that didn't exist, and the world believed the slogan long after the truth died. It's 1998, this city. A man in a cheap suit films an ad in a rented warehouse. A woman designs a logo that looks cleaner than the product it represents. People line up for promises printed in bold colors. Even skeptics buy too, because everyone believed a good slogan more than a good truth. And for a while, it worked. The ads spread faster than questions. Sales climbed. The lie felt real. Then the first complaint went public. Then the second. Investigators demanded evidence the man never had. The team fractured. The brand collapsed in a single broadcast, and he vanished from the city overnight. He hid in a small town, printed new labels, filmed new ads with a brighter narrator, rebuilt a following from the shadows, and one night he relaunched everything under a new name. The world bought it again. No one knows how the truth stayed buried, but one thing was clear. The brand survived the evidence, and the man who did it was the architect of the greatest scam in America.
Do you see that? So one last thing that we can. Okay, I think I have a question. So why we are okay? I've answered that. What is the name of this caption? What's the name of this caption? So there is no name of the caption. So,
Following from the shadows, and one night he relaunched everything under a new name. The world bought.
so this part now we just do. He launched everything in a new name. I don't know why AI skipped this part.
He relaunched.
Okay, why did AI skip that part? I don't understand. He relaunched everything. Okay, I'll just go back here, select,
He,
select.
he relaunched shadows, and one night he relaunched everything under a new name.
I don't know why they are doing this. Okay, I'll just go back and choose another voiceover. Another
He
not voiceover.
relaunched everything under a new. He relaunched everything under a new name.
Sorry. I don't know why AI is doing this.
under a new name. And one night, he relaunched everything under a new name. The world bought it again. No one knows how the truth stayed buried, but
So one thing that we can do is I want to change this thing in a way that we can actually post it on YouTube Shorts. Okay, so what I would have to do is first of all I will increase my font size to something like this. Okay, then this my videos. I'll come in here, drag them up. Okay, so 312%. I'll select all the clips here, select all the video clips, come in here and paste that same thing. So this is what we are going to have now.
this marketer, in a crowded city, spoke with a velvet
I want to make sure that this is it.
voice,
Yeah.
shaped stories like weapons, and sold a product that didn't exist, and the world believed the slogan long after the truth died. It's 1998, this city. A man in a cheap suit films an ad in a rented warehouse. A woman designs a logo that looks cleaner than the product it represents. People line up for promises printed in bold colors.
Okay, so this I'm going to divide into two. This first part would have this guy's face showing clearly. Let me take this out from here. So I want the guy to be his face to be the one showing. Then this other part, the lady's face should be showing. So watch.
People line up for promises printed in bold colors. Even skeptics buy too, because everyone believed a good slogan more than a good truth. And for a while, it worked. The ads spread faster than questions. Sales climbed. The lie felt real. Then the first complaint went public. Then the second. Investigators demanded
Investigators demand. So here I will divide it into two. These other parts, these hands should be showing. These other parts, these hands should be showing.
Investigators demanded evidence the man never had. The team fractured. The brand
Let me drag this
collapsed in
here.
a single broadcast, and he vanished from the city overnight. He hid in a small town, printed new labels, filmed new ads with a brighter narrator, rebuilt a following from the shadows, and one night he relaunched everything under a new name. The world bought it again. No one knows how the truth stayed buried, but one thing was clear: the brand survived the evidence, and the man who did it was the architect of the
I'm sorry, one thing was clear. So this part, I'm going to divide it into two. I'll divide this into two. So one part I want to show this woman's face. Then one part I want to show. So now we are designing it in a way that we can post on YouTube Shorts. So this is what we have now.
This
So let's
marketer,
play the
in a
full
crowded
video.
city, spoke with a velvet voice, shaped stories like weapons, and sold a product that didn't exist, and the world believed the slogan long after the truth died. It's 1998, this city. A man in a cheap suit films an ad in a rented warehouse. A woman designs a logo that looks cleaner than the product it represents. People line up for promises printed in bold colors. Even skeptics buy too, because everyone believed a good slogan.
Okay, so I think I've seen a problem here. The text here needs to be minimized to something like this.